It's on!
Yay!
Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for.
The show's over?
Disney Parks Talk Live is live on the air from coast to coast and everywhere in between, coming to you live from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. My name is Doobie at the LPHQ. To my left is Rebecca, my wife. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
And below us, the vice president of Sepia is Jeremiah. Good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing good. I guess that means that I should switch it up some.
It looked pretty sepia as it. Oh.
Is that better?
A little bit, yeah. It's okay. I just thought you were coming to us from the 40s, which is okay. So we're here on Disney Parks Talk Live, November 29th. We do this every Monday. Last Monday was one of the busiest days in the history of theme parks. Today, a little bit quieter as we just finished up the Thanksgiving weekend, and that'll give us a chance to just kind of maybe wax poetic about some of our favorite things about Disney Park holidays. There's not even a whole lot of news to go through, but we will make sure we get through it. By the way, Mike Celestino will be joining us as soon as he gets home from Disneyland. So he was out in the field today getting the latest and greatest news, and then he'll be back here to talk about things going on at the Disneyland Resort. But since he's not, we're going to start with some things going on at the Disney World Resort, maybe even hit on some little Disney Cruise Line stuff. Let's see. Jeremiah.
Doobie.
Why don't you just give us a Walt Disney World holiday update? What's going on over there?
Well, Magic Kingdom's been well on the way for their holidays. Disney's Hollywood Studios kicked off before Thanksgiving. Usually all the parks are well into their holiday, but one park always respects the tradition of waiting until after Thanksgiving, and that is, of course, Epcot. Epcot on Friday started their Festival of the Holidays. This year is probably, well, I didn't get a chance to go over the weekend. I was there earlier today, and I must say that it feels more alive right now. I think just because all of the entertainment's back and everything is moving forward, it was great. We're uploading some videos right now of some of the different performances. Then Wednesday we'll have some more, but the storytellers are back. The Mariachi Cobre is out doing their La Posada performances with two dancers, the cookies, the smells, the kitchens. Joyful is back. The tree is back. Sorry, no lights of Christmas.
That was next. Lights of Winter. Not there.
Lights of Winter. They're down the road at Give Kids the World.
The doves?
Nope, no doves. No turtle doves.
However, if you share the tweet that I put up, we can talk about the fact that the holiday sweater is back.
Yes.
It did return. That is so awesome.
There you go.
I saw somebody posted it on Friday, and today was my first chance to get over there, and that was the first thing I did, headed right there. And it's very entertaining to watch all these people that have no clue what the amazement is of Figment in a holiday sweater, and they're just like, what is this little purple dragon, and why do we care about Eric Idle from 25 years ago?
That's so cute. I love it.
One of those people. What about the new Beacons of Magic getting out? So when they did the Beacons of Magic for the Disney World's 50th, one of the exciting things was they can start changing this for various things. And first opportunity, they've actually done it for Christmas. Have you been able to check it out yet?
No, that'll be Wednesday night. I'm very excited for this. Just the photos and videos that Zach Ridley, if you don't follow him on Instagram, go follow him. He is one of the project managers for the entire Epcot transformation, and he loves sharing videos and photos. At one point, it almost looks like the Spaceship Earth has an ugly sweater on it with the points of light that they've added to it.
That's very cool. Very cool. And it is white. Let's see. Okay. Have you been over to see Animal Kingdom? I know Animal Kingdom has some favorites over there with what are they called?
The Magical Menagerie.
The Menagerie.
Yes, got a chance to go visit those last week. Still as cute as can be. Sadly, those were some of the ones that didn't make it back last year. This year, they're back in full force. They even have puppets of the penguin and the baby polar bear. And I need another plush like I need a hole in the head, so I decided not to this year. But they are very cute, and the menagerie is always fun. They always take place right in the Discovery Island area. Good chance to just sit there. They come out with a live, either a violinist or I can't think of what the other person was playing when they were out. I want to say it was a smooth jazz sax, but I don't think it was. But they're out there accompanying the animals, walking around. They're amazing puppeteers.
How has this not happened?
I actually was expecting a shirt of it, but I heard different things last year that the pattern that they used for the Figment sweater may have already been used by somebody else at some point. So there's that whole you're technically, those people were already taking the copywritten designs off of something else. So, but that again is just rumor. I mean, we could possibly see the stuff show up, when it offloads on a ship in 4 weeks.
Right. I was gonna say that might be part of the challenge there, but I agree, Jeffrey. I think it's been a while since we've seen a new, just standard Figment plush. I know that they've done him like, as those pillow pets and those kinds of things, but just kind of a different way of representing Figment in just kind of a standard plush, but a unique outfit. It's been a while since they've done that.
Yes, I see that pillow pet every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Disney Springs has their Christmas trees spread all over.
Mm-hmm.
How about, have you been able to get to Universal Studios? No, take it back. Have you been able to get to the hotels at all? Are they well decorated for the holidays?
I got a chance to, of course, visit the Disney's Contemporary Hotel and the Polynesian. They have their decorations up. Sadly, the Contemporary doesn't have a gingerbread display like they have in the past. I haven't made it to the Grand Floridian to see theirs. I love getting off the monorail and walking into the Grand Floridian and getting slapped upside the head by the smell of the gingerbread.
It is among my favorite things at Disney World as well. And so if you go to Disney World, I definitely invite you to check out the hotels. One of my favorite part of the holidays is walking all around the various resorts, and because each one has their own unique tree and their own unique style, like the Reese at All Star Sports or sports themed and music, and the higher end hotels. Like I'm excited to see I've never been there for the Riviera since it opened, but I'm excited to see what they do with that. And then if I'm not mistaken, they cover the Skyliner with garland and they flock it so you can't even see out, right? And so as you're flying through, you just know.
No, but they did attach this Grogu balloon to the back of it, so it looks like he's always chasing after you, trying to eat you.
That's a good idea.
Don't forget, over at the beach club, the carousel this year is themed to Little Mermaid. So
really,
and check that out. Yeah,
that'll probably be Wednesday. I'll sneak out of the park and head over there and get that, because that carousel is always great. I'm not jumping on the monitor or on the Skyliner if I can avoid it.
Why not?
Because I am actually there to cover Epcot, not every other resort, which I could do.
Epcot is the best. Skyliner is the best. So, have you been able to get to Universal Studios at all?
I have not. That was when I was covering the Destination D last week. I know that one of our counterparts, Tony, had a chance to go there and take the tour. I took that tour last year and loved it. It's just so much fun. The Grinch, seeing Hogsmeade Village all done up with the projections. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And this year, the dynamic with the tour is just a little bit different because last year, the parks were very much kind of shut down, right, Jeremiah? I mean, they still were operating with really minimal attendance and that kind of thing. So this was among the only ways to see some of this stuff, if my memory is right.
Yeah, last year the parade was inside the float buildings. They took us in there. And I know Tony was saying that there were like a bunch of different tours going on at one time, and we had like 3 last year. And of course, Grinchmas has returned, and that I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't know why I really want to buy an Iron Man mug either.
Right? I know. Check that out. That is looking nice over there. Okay.
Grinchmas is so awesome. That's such a good show.
Yeah, especially one of the things I was talking to actually one of my friends here that was asking about the Grinch. And in the past, he's been out and about for this year and last year. He was just available in the Circus McGurkus for the tours. And last year they had a bigger bubble around him. So because of the social distancing at that
Right.
point was 6 feet. So he had a megaphone. This year he's a little bit closer, but him with a megaphone was a little overpowering last year, but it was one of my favorite memories.
I can imagine. He's a pretty good roaster.
Yeah.
So he is definitely a bit. I don't want to say edgy because that makes it sound like it's provocative, but it's not that. It's just it's a bit on the Grinchy side, right? So he's true to form.
As they love to say in the horror makeup show, this isn't Disney. We don't have to be nice to you.
Right. 100%.
And then over in across the pond in Europe, which unfortunately is a place that none of the three of us have ever been able to go, but Disneyland Paris has their Christmas celebration. Oh wait, Jeremiah, have you been to Paris?
I have, but not for Christmas, sadly. That's
look what you're missing. So their Christmas season, they've got a really cool looking parade. I don't know. I've never seen a float quite like this. What do you think of that one?
That's amazing. That the old music box float that we're used to at Disneyland that's been there for 55 years. This is an updated version of it that just looks stunning.
It does. And then the tree and that beautiful castle in the background. That's a great looking picture. Go ahead.
Right now they've been getting a bit of snow. Denise of Mouse Steps. If you don't follow Mouse Steps, I highly recommend that follow on Twitter. She's got some amazing images of Disneyland Paris in the snow.
I love when there are pictures of the parks in the snow. There's something about that is just so amazing.
Yeah, it seemed to just be a light dusting while she was there, which was nice, as opposed to, I saw some other ones recently where it was like barely recognizable images.
There's 1.5 feet of snow. Let's head over to Adventureland in Agrabah in the snow.
I don't think that would be my cup of tea. I'm a snow weenie, and I don't like cold.
Tea is in Britain. France, they drink wine.
I put on a jacket to go for a walk just now, and it's 72 degrees. So I am not built for snow.
Yeah, no. Okay, so that's Paris. And then Disneyland, Mike Celestino is not here. I know he was there just today, and we're hoping he joined us midway through the show. He was there just today to check out some new stuff at Avengers Campus, but also, of course, to check out Christmas. He's got a new show, mini show he got some video of. So just Christmas is busting out all over, and we could not be happier. And it feels, last year we were happy to have it at Disney World, what we got, but this year feels so incredibly normal that it's very good. And Jeremiah, there's a certain picture, I don't know if you happen to have it handy, but one thing has finally returned that has kind of been the bow on top of the beautiful wrapping of Christmas, and that is the kicking ornaments.
Yeah, Jeremiah's going to get those for us. He doesn't have them yet.
I wasn't able to make it over there today. I went to Epcot to try to get all that stuff. But yes, those will be I will do that tomorrow just for you, Doobie.
Lights of Winter, the doves, these are key parts of Christmas. But when you take away the kicking ornaments, you might as well take away Santa Claus.
I can the link that has that is one of my friends. So
I'll take it.
As Doobie pulls his headphones out of the computer.
I know. Should I show that, Rebecca?
If you want to. In the meantime, I wanted to share this delightful picture of Hello Kitty dressed up for the holidays over at Universal Studios Hollywood. We have a great wrap-up of the various images and experiences you can have at Universal Studios Hollywood, thanks to Mike Celestino.
Yeah, he said he's going to talk a little bit about that as well. So if we don't get him today, we'll certainly have him next week to have that conversation with us.
He was down at Disneyland Resort, so we aren't sure if he's going to be able to get back to his headquarters in time.
So what we're really waiting for is the teleportation thing to get perfected, so he can be there till like 3:55 and still be at the show on time. But apparently, right now when that happens, the intestines come down the outside, and it's not that wonderful.
And if there's a fly in there, you're out of luck.
Gross.
Next weekend, I will actually be in New York, so I'll be missing this show.
What are you
Nice.
doing there? Can you say?
Yes, the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, is opening it's a French architecture that inspired Walt Disney
Oh, lovely.
through different films, and it opens on the 10th, and we get a sneak preview of it next Monday. But so I will actually be doing something that I'm sure you will make fun of me for, Doobie. I will be in California from Florida on Friday, Saturday. On Sunday, I fly to New York, and then Monday I return to Florida.
So this is how you get the frequent flyer miles. You can go to Paris so much.
Yes, but that'll be something exciting. I'm also very excited to head to California. Friend of Laughing Place, Tim, he's in California, and he sent me a message yesterday. He was at Disneyland, and he said how excited he was to be able to watch a Christmas parade without paying $200 extra, I should say.
Soon you'll be able to, right, at Walt Disney World too. Soon.
Yes, that the week of Christmas we'll be able to see the Christmas parade, or Christmas to New Year's we'll be able to see the Christmas parade, which will be exciting to see.
And whose video is it? Should we credit here, Jeremiah?
This is just the photo. This is
photo. Okay.
Yeah. This is, and I can't. Let me try to grab the name. She is one of my friends. I met her at the opening of Trader Sam's.
Oh, very nice.
And very good person. Great Instagram to follow. I'm just stalling a little bit so I can find the name here.
No worries. Sorry.
And his name, Gast. No, that's never actually in the film.
Oh, Gaston.
All right.
Disneyfied Ash.
Okay.
Disneyfied Ash.
So for great pictures like that, follow on Instagram, Disneyfied Ash. All right. Let's go to officially done with Christmas, unless Mike makes it. Let's move on to the best part of Disney, the Disney Cruise Line, which has announced for the upcoming Disney Wish, the Pirates in the Caribbean will be a little bit different. It is going to feature Red, who is the, what did she used to be called? The redhead. Now she's just Red, even though she still has red hair. And the show is going to feature her. Pirates Rockin' Parlay Party.
Yep. It's going to have live music and stunts and all the things that we enjoy when we take part in the top deck Pirates of the Caribbean party. High energy. I'm excited. I love the idea of Red being there.
I've never been a big fan of the Pirates in the Caribbean thing. But,
yeah, no, I know. Doobie never goes.
But now it changed. So I'm hoping, they could have based it on a good ride. It could have been like Country Bears of the Caribbean. I think that would have worked better. But I will check this out in hopes that they have made it worth seeing. Not their fault. It's the property.
So you want Country Bears in the Caribbean?
Apparently.
Country Caribbean. How about that? Country Caribbean. How about that? Country Caribbean? I think it works. Let's see.
Did you see that we have a question? We have a topic starter in the chat.
Do we have to go there?
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it up. I'll talk about it.
Do we have to go there?
Yeah. So
where is Shadow?
So at the Disney Vacation Club Resort of Hilton Head, it's known for its adorable golden retriever Shadow, and her caretaker storyteller oh, it's Bilu, right? Is his name? It's some southern like a initial with the name, and I've never met him, so I'm not sure if it's Bilu spelled in a fun way or if he goes by Bilu. So, but our
I gotta believe it's blue crab.
that's my thing too. That's my guess.
That would make sense for the
but I
region. Blue
wouldn't. But I
crab.
wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, so Shadow was on furlough for about a little over a year, and then was informed that Shadow was no longer needed around the resort. And not only that, but now there's pictures where the doghouse is removed. And it's just surprising because Shadow was an integral part of the kind of the Hilton Head experience, and a lot of people have share images when they talk about Hilton Head. I feel like Shadow was kind of an integral part of people talking about Hilton Head. And so it's just an interesting change. There aren't very many details on how, why, when, kind of thing. So we're keeping our ear to the ground. I know that there's a DVC kind of member meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. I suspect
Right.
it'll be a topic of
That's a good point. This isn't a
event.
hotel. This is the owners. Did the owners vote to get rid of Shadow? We happen to be lucky. We have someone coming to us directly from Hilton Head who is an expert on the Shadow situation to talk to us. Let's bring him in.
Oh, hello.
Hi. How are you an expert on Shadow?
I went down
Hilton Head doesn't look that good
this holiday weekend regarding Shadow, because I got to meet Shadow for the first time March 10th, 2020, one of Shadow's last appearances.
Was Shadow put down?
No, see.
No. Oh,
Shadow is
goodness.
alive and well. So just
unemployed.
Here's the thing I don't get. There's a couple things I don't get. So there was this handler guy who, like an entertainment cast member who was like Shadow's, I think, legal owner, but and handler. And then he would do like songs, and as described on his website, Hilton Head's version of Uncle Remus. And it was, so you had, but Shadow herself was sort of the theme of the resort. When you go there, there's paw prints in the ground. There's things like named Shadow. Shadow has a doghouse. There's a Shadow magnet when you check into the room. Like, it's like Mickey Mouse, but like at Magic Kingdom, except Shadow at Hilton Head. And so, obviously, I mean, well, I hate anyone to lose not anyone, but most people to lose their jobs.
Wow.
Some people deserve it.
So the energy, but I understand the entertainment cast member could go. And I mean, if you do the math, the resort's been open 25 years. Shadow's been there since opening day. Golden Retriever, it's not necessarily about that specific king.
No,
but
you did not need to say that.
We understand the role of Shadow.
Right. Shadow is timeless. Shadow is, like Mickey. Shadow will always be there. Well, supposedly, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's weird to me.
Can I show these pictures of you in Shadow?
Yeah. If you have them. Do you have them?
They're on Twitter, yeah. Go ahead.
And so, I was going to say, I didn't tweet that. So it's interesting to me that Disney doesn't pay. This isn't like a budget cut thing, because Disney doesn't pay to run the resort. The members do through their dues. So this was a choice made. Now you could say they decided to reallocate costs, or as a way to keep members' dues down. I guess supposedly now there's Pluto meet and greets at Hilton Head, which is
not the same.
Not the same. And what was nice about Hilton Head as a resort? It's just a hotel. There's nothing. It's not like you're going to Walt Disney World, where there's big themed environments. So to lean into your folksiness by having a character meet and greet of a real character, I think gave the resort charm. And I feel like to take away the heart of the resort is a very odd choice. And then the other thing I don't understand did they think that this was going to go quietly? I mean, you're firing a dog, right? And they just thought that was going to be like no one was going to notice, and the headline wasn't going to be Disney fires dog.
I suspect they did think that, yes, because no one goes to Hilton Head, but word got out.
And and so to me, it's just an interesting. I'm not saying there's not a reason, because there might be, but it's an interesting. A lot of things had to go wrong for this to be the result. Like,
I know the reason.
What's that?
From time to time.
Well, no, it's just weird that they would take the one thing Hilton had going for it as a Disney property, and decide that it was worth the backlash, worth the sort of retheming. I mean, knowing the sign shop, it probably costs more to like that's a lot of grooming budget that they say spent on sign redoing and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Shadow's grooming.
But if you want to get a taste for it, you can go find on various DVC fan sites and discussion boards. I think WDW Magic discussion boards is where I was reading people recounting their experiences with Shadow and Blue. One of the stories that they shared about Blue that I thought was cute was, I guess, he would have all the kids with straws like blow into the pool in order to power. It was supposed to power the water slide or something very silly. It was just, but they shared it as this treasured memory of the parents standing around while all the kids thought that they were somehow powering the slide to start working by blowing bubbles in the pool, kind of thing. It was cute folksy kind of stuff, memories there as well. So I'm interested to see kind of how things shape moving forward. So
and I'm curious. I don't think this story's over based on when we reach out to Disney. Not that they had anything to say specifically, but it seems like
maybe wouldn't it be great if they replaced Shadow with some IP dog?
Well, that's what they did.
Pluto.
And at the other DVC, they moved away and they made Crush more the turtle is more the IP. So
has anyone checked on Captain Ron at Vera? I'm just saying. Is this some big initiative?
I would be sad to see the homespun Disney-fied element of these DVC locations totally gone, because that was neat. I mean,
but what's going to happen. Next thing they're going to have dynamic pricing.
Sad about this. It's not. It's Shadow doesn't care.
Like getting rid of the Minahuni, right? It'd be like getting rid of all those little Minahuni things that they've got over at Olani, right?
Yeah, it's something that makes that property feel special in a way that it can't do because there's not a theme park attached to it, or
And
maybe that's what's going to happen.
And it feels grounded within the community because that's the story of Shadow. So
yeah, and it's funny too because not that it's worth it, but it's funny to see people silly speculation that Bob Chapek was jealous of Shadow's locks, and things like that. But
I will say people's reactions to Shadow's disappearance on Twitter, on social, have been fun, and quite a bit of it's been at the expense of Bob Chapek.
And I mean, I'm not an anti-Bob Chapek fan, but I can appreciate a good joke, and but yeah, they could have let go of the cast member and still had a dog. They could have found a way to, there's a way to message it that made more sense or had a message to begin with. So it just,
or maybe they just didn't think anyone would care that a dog was going away.
But that's dumb because it's hard to underestimate the presence Shadow has at Hilton Head. It's not like
does it cast a shadow?
Well, it's everywhere. When you check in, they give you Shadow's schedule. It's you find out, okay,
instead of koi feeding, do they have shadow cleaning?
they have like walk with Shadow. They have go pet Shadow. They have go on a treasure hunt with Shadow. It's like it would be like saying they wouldn't notice that. I'm trying to think of something even comparable, but that they got rid of the gingerbread house at Grand Floridian and no one was going to notice.
Well, the word is comparable. But does Hilton Head have fans that come year after year and that notice like that?
Yeah, it's a DVC resort. People own there. I mean, it's not like
100%.
And to do it right before your meeting, where your owners, basically the people who pay you, are going to demand answers.
And so if you're somebody who is demanding an answer, be sure that you read up to ensure that you are properly documented. I guess there's some steps you have to go through as a DVC owner in order to, I don't want to say qualify, but in order to kind of reserve your spot to have a say, to reserve your, in that way, to be able to go. And much in the same way with the shareholder meeting, you don't just show up. You file something so that you have your name on the record there.
Shareholder meeting. Shadow will be back because this will be coming up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's a complicated situation, but I'm curious to understand. Anyway, I gotta run, guys.
Bye.
Should we take a moment? Normally during the LP podcast back in the day, we would have a moment of silence here. Should we do that?
No, we're good. And nobody's dead.
It's not. The dog is still alive. The dog is still alive and well and fine.
All right. In that case, bye, Ben.
Back to our usual frivolity.
And hi, Mike Celestino.
Hello.
Mike, are you happy you missed all the Shadow talk?
I had no idea what that was when the news came out.
Just let it pass. Just
it's
go
a
back
dog.
and
I know it's a
rewatch
dog.
I had never heard of Shadow until this happened either. Had you, Rebecca?
I don't think Benji had either, but that's why his big fight is like he loves that dog as of a year ago.
I had heard about this because Ben visited the resort a year ago, and he was very passionate about the dog having visited the resort. And so when this news broke, I didn't initially share it with Ben when I first saw the report. Because of stuff going on in the real world, I knew it would bum. So I held it and then forgot to tell him, and then he discovered it over Thanksgiving weekend. So there you have it. And then I felt bad because it was actually news that we report on Laughing Place. So I was like, okay, sorry about that.
But if you want to see Ben in a mood, just go back and reread our Slack from the day he learned that Shadow was no more.
Yep. Working.
I don't think it's safe for our audience.
Totally true. But Mike was in a much happier place and hopefully a much happier mood.
Hold on. I want to know how Mike can hear everybody. How is he just come right on and he can hear everybody right away?
We were having some tech issues, Mike, but we're good.
We're good. 15 minutes before showtime, Mike trying to figure out how to get everybody to hear each other because it was a mix and match of who could hear. So I'm glad you were able to just hop right in and be fine.
Yes. Well, I heard you guys were talking about Disney parks, and guess where I just was?
Where?
2 of them.
Universal? Knott's.
That was yesterday. Knott's was last week.
Six Flags Magic Mountain.
You were at Disneyland?
Yeah. I went down for a few hours to check out the new Hawkeye show, which is 5 minutes long. Not very long, but none of those Avengers Campus shows are very long.
Okay, before you dive into that,
Yeah.
anything new at Terran Treats?
I did not check Terran Treats. Is this supposed to be something? Oh, wait, you mean in the merchandise, like in the display cases?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I did look at that. They were completely empty. Sorry. I thought you meant like the menu on the Terran Treats food cart.
So that he must have caught them in between because he said it was totally empty. So it's like it hasn't yet been.
Yeah, it's completely empty. There's nothing in those display cases right now.
I'll get them next week.
I do check them every time I go, so I have made a point of that.
Oh, wow. What did you think of the Hawkeye? I know it was brief, but what did you think of the Hawkeye appearance?
It's so tough. I mean, maybe it's just shooting it on video, but it's really tough to see what's going on in those shows. The staging of them is fine, but the platform, the balcony that they're on is just really awkwardly positioned for a live performance. I don't know if that was the original plan or if the pandemic changed the way they were going to do these shows in Avengers Campus or whatever, but it's fun. It's fine. And it's fun. And people see that it's happening and they gather around. And if you're passing by, it'll get your attention and stuff. But like I don't recommend like camping out there for any longer than like 5-10 minutes
Okay.
to see it. It's fun. It's just like the other one with Black Widow, except this time it's Hawkeye and Lady Hawkeye. What's her name?
Is it Kate?
Kate Bishop. Yeah.
Lady Hawkeye.
I like that.
I haven't seen it yet. I have not had a moment to watch Hawkeye yet.
Is this here?
Anyway.
Is this the right video? Am I showing the right video here?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw somebody in a Christmas hat. So yeah.
They fight the tracksuit mafia. Is that a thing?
Yes, that is
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
It is
And
so
then
cool.
at the end, all the Avengers come out and take a holiday photo. So that was kind of fun. It's not all of them. It's like Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, and maybe Ant-Man or somebody.
But those can change from show to show and
Yeah,
day to
probably.
day, as we know.
Oh, and then also like they've put up some very modest Christmas holiday decorations around the Avengers HQ balcony
You can see
there.
here. So what
Yeah.
confuses me about this fight is this is Hawkeye, right? What's his
Yeah.
trademark?
Hand weapons,
Okay.
Bow and arrow is his thing.
melee weapons.
Yeah, not candy cane bats, but yet he hasn't shot one single arrow in this.
Yeah, Kate Bishop does when she comes in.
Okay.
I would think arrow shooting is kind of hard to accomplish in this kind of show.
It's
Yeah,
Hawkeye, he doesn't miss.
No. I don't mean like that as much as I mean like it doesn't seem like it would be that impressive of a visual in person.
Okay. Fair enough.
With the sound effects you could have, they could have the speakers all around. You go,
That'd be fun. Like a binaural sense.
You know, that would actually be really cool.
and
So
then
you
you get a
Good idea.
haircut afterwards. I
Like
need a
Indiana
haircut.
Jones. You feel like the arrows are whooshing by you. You're in the middle of the show.
Now, I just questioned, did Shadow make an appearance in this show at any point?
Move on.
no dogs.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Ben. Move on.
The dog in that is Lucky, not Shadow.
Lucky's so cute. Lucky has his own comic book, huh?
Yes, just got it. But they haven't named Lucky in the show yet.
Is he lucky he didn't lose both eyes?
What?
Yes.
That lens flare is bothering me. Sorry.
Mike criticizing himself. You just call yourself JJ.
Oh,
JJ
Mike,
Celestino.
I was trying to video Christmas stuff or holiday stuff today, like trying to find something that wasn't in direct sunlight in Epcot is a little difficult at times.
Yeah, in the morning in Avengers Campus, the sun is directly behind the Avengers HQ building, and it's just impossible to shoot anything happening there. It's all backlit, so I had to wait a couple hours and get a afternoon show.
Nice to see a little bit of Christmas decor there. So you also got to go see Pelicans Landing for the first time, right, Mike?
Yeah, well, I had seen it while they were building it, but this was the first time I was there after it opened. There's not much to it. It's just a little seating area with
Sell
some.
it, Mike. Sell it.
Yeah, don't go to the park to see Pelicans Landing if that's.
I feel like that's very important notice. I was about to plug down my 170 or whatever it is for a single day.
You know, that's the kind of thing they will. No one's going to Disney theme park just to go see Pelican Landing as soon as they like build this thing.
So these are new, right? These signs are new.
Yes.
I'm not wrong about that.
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay, these are like informational signs about sailing, how you could sail if you were a sailor, and then about the boats that ride around the rivers of America.
That's very nice. I was unsure about that. I don't know about both of those being new, but
I think so.
the sailing stuff for sure.
No, it's all new. Yeah.
Okay.
And I commend you, Mike, on turning this into about 30, 35 pictures. Bravo.
I've done.
Well, I mean, I gave Tony an option, a lot of options, and he used them all. Which
You
is,
used every single one.
yeah, he was the one who put that post together.
Did a great
Right
job.
now, Tony's going, oh, there were options.
No, it was great. That way we got a thorough view of what's
I love that.
And the one question he had for me, which I got as I was like walking back to the car, was, "What's the view like out to Fantasmic?" And I was like, "Oh, I should have taken that picture. It didn't occur to me. I mean, you could see one in there, but the sailing ship Columbia was going by, so you can't really get a sense of what that would look like watching it from there."
That used to be when over in that general area, much further closer to Splash, though, was one of my favorite areas to go sit and enjoy the sounds of Fantasmic. I would sit with my back to Fantasmic, but enjoying the sound and watch. Honestly, I'd watch the crowd because you could sit there and you could look out, and when they would illuminate, when those lights were so bright, you could see all the crowd faces. And so it was a really neat place to just sit and enjoy a snack late in the evening. We used to play cards over there while Fantasmic went. Remember that, Doobie?
Of course.
Long time ago, 25 years ago, probably.
Oh, Mike also got this. What is this, Mike?
That is a blank screen.
It's a crow in a moonless night.
Are you guys not seeing this?
We see, I see it now.
Now I see it. It's
Okay.
Mickey's Happy Holidays, which is a little mini parade down the performance corridor at Disney California
It's
Adventure.
really buffering, Doobie, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
like, all I see is
Okay.
the pack people walking with the.
All right, let me get a still of it
Yeah.
then. So this is a very cute parade. You'll be able to see the full video on our YouTube. So is this quality good enough for you?
I
Yeah,
saw some
got
toy
it.
soldiers in there.
Yeah, all the Mickey and friends in their sort of holiday outfits, and then toy soldiers. Some Toy Story characters bring up the rear.
Sorry, folks. This is our first time ever doing this show. We're still getting used to our program in here.
I've got a wired connection. I've got like 3 bars, so I'm probably all buffered and
You are.
ugly. And
You don't look so great. You're really
Wow, you married him.
That's why I'm allowed to say it. I've seen you look better, honey.
Elsewhere, Walt Disney World Resort, also the Disneyland Resort, this one we're talking about now. It's a Small World. Has it reopened, Mike? Were you there today? Did you check it out?
I was there today. I did check it out. It is not reopened.
Oh,
As evidenced by this sign.
we keep hoping.
Could you see any sign that maybe is there water in it?
I couldn't really get close. They put up construction walls on the left side, and then the right side is kind of blocked off too. So I couldn't really get too close. I did see people with hats down there, like maintenance guys walking around. So they're working on it. There's just no way to know.
As of yesterday, it was still drained. Tim rode the train around and was like telling me, he's like, it's drained, it's dry as a bone, and let's see if we get this for the Christmas season.
But we do have some bears.
What's the name of this country bear? I was trying to figure it out, but I could not.
Wait,
find it.
time out. I think Mike can get this one. Check out his.
Oh, Lips. Is that his name, Lips?
Yes, it is.
Never mind.
Okay.
No,
Lips from McGraw.
Liver Lips. Okay. Sorry. I was like bringing up lists of country bear names, and I couldn't figure out what his name was to tweet it out.
Is Tony available? I just want to bring him on the screen to go. Really?
We don't have it here.
We have a question. I think we should probably answer this question.
I think I actually rode rocket rods with Todd, so it's opening next season, Todd.
I wish.
And John Allen Hale, I don't think he's asking about rocket rods, but maybe did you get to ride Radiator Springs today?
Have you? Oh,
No,
yeah.
I didn't go on anything. I didn't go on any rides. No. Just walked around.
It's only Disneyland. Why would you ever go on?
I had only a few hours before I had to head back, so
Did you walk over and see what Rise of the Resistance looks like when it's without the virtual? How is the wait
yeah.
time?
It had 90 minutes when I was there around like 2 p.m., I think.
So it would have been about 45 minutes. 'Cause if it's the
Yeah.
same as Florida when they post 90.
Probably.
Is that
Look, I
90
took that
and, like,
picture. The frame rate on the sign is not the same as my phone, so you can't take a picture of that.
That's
No,
okay.
I'm always amazed the people that get that, and I'm like, how did you get that number? Because
It's
every
so
time
fun.
I take that, it comes out that exact same way.
So
That
hard.
is funny.
Oh, check
I
it
did-
out. John Allen is going to Florida.
What ride are we going to
Yay.
ride when you're here?
No, that's awesome.
Test track.
I hope you have a
Test
great
track.
time. Wonderful time of year to go, the 16th through the 22nd. Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm looking at Mike's pictures. You got some cool merchandise too.
John,
So
one
just
of I'm sorry, go ahead, Doobie.
okay, just make sure you check our site. All of the pictures, everything you got today is going to be up on our site soon, if it's not already. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell John Allen Hale, if you are going to Walt Disney World during the holiday season, if you have a chance, we really suggest that you take some time and check out some of the hotel decor, especially if you really enjoy gingerbread and twinkle lights and that kind of Christmas decor, because each resort does a really lovely job, especially the Beach Club and the Grand Floridian, the Wilderness Lodge. Those are extremely beautiful this time of year, and it's a unique experience because obviously they don't keep them decorated for Christmas 24/7. 365.
And 90 minutes right now, according to the app. Thank you, Gia. Some bad news over at the Disneyland Resort. Not as sad as we talked about earlier, but some different bad news. The Belize Key is no longer for sale at the Disneyland Resort. That was the second highest level. I'm seeing a nod. Yes. Okay.
That's my memory. Yeah.
Yes, the second tier.
Yeah.
Or was the top tier since they got rid of the former. So now only the 2 lower tiers are available. But the good news is, if you keep scrolling, now is a great time to visit Gilroy Gardens theme park for holiday guest ticket. So not that far a drive from Disneyland.
You can save 25% on Florida resorts, but only if you book through Mouse Fan Travel.
There you go.
I don't believe that's accurate, but yes, we highly recommend you book through Mouse Fan Travel. I don't want to give inaccurate information here, though. It's not a good thing to do, but do it through Mouse Fan Travel.
They will find the best deal for you.
They will, and they'll take great care of you and make your life easy. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking of a way that they could do the arrows in the Hawkeye show. Like he's like firing the bow, and then the bad guy goes like he just puts his hand up, and he already has that arrow in it.
Totally.
It's like the ones that appear in the Muppet Theater, in the Muppet Vision Theater, right?
Yeah,
Buffalo Bill. I mean, those old shows, they weren't really, shooting people and stuff. They had like when they fire the arrows, the woman has the balloon. They're not.
That'd be awesome.
That stuff is fake. They're ways.
It's contraption that makes an arrow appear out of
when
them.
they'd spin the wheel, the knives would just come out from the back.
Yeah, exactly. The knife can just come out from his chest.
Yeah, he can wear some sort of vest that has retractable.
That's smarter than an implant. Yeah, I was thinking like an implant, but yeah. No, that's a great idea.
I like that idea, Mike. That's a good one.
He's Hawkeye. That's his thing.
This is the kind of blue sky thinking.
What about uni? Mike said you've gotten to uni this season. Mike, you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, I spent the day at Universal Studios Hollywood on Sunday for the Christmas stuff there. Did a lot of Grinchmas. I did a lot of Harry Potter. I went down to the lower lot, check out Jurassic World, what they have up there for decorations. Do we have photos?
Did they put a hat on the Indominus Rex?
No, I didn't go on the ride there either.
There it is. There we go.
Ooh,
Santa Kong.
Ooh.
I think in the 3D Peter Jackson movie part of the studio tour now, during the Christmas season, they should put a Santa costume on the ape King Kong in the movie.
They just added the Beatles to that. I mean, they can't put too much in there. Peter Jackson just can't stick it all together.
Is that the 3 minutes or whatever of the King Kong thing must be the shortest thing that Peter Jackson has ever made?
Oh, I'm sad that this couldn't be part of your Universal Hollywood experience. It's so impressive.
It's pretty incredible that ever happened.
It's just a big sweater and a hat and a candy cane. It's not that impressive.
But okay. First of all, that audio animatronic is so much more impressive than how he looks now.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna go to Shang-Chi now. And I can't take it off screen. So
that audio animatronic is impressive.
Aquafina animatronic. If they could just turn off her volume.
But stop! I love Aquafina. But the Kong animatronic at
Aquafina's got a weird flavor to it.
Shut up.
Universal Hollywood was incredible. I really appreciated that animatronic, and the one in Orlando just isn't as the same because he's so docile. Like
No.
the the Kong in Hollywood, I thought he was about to eat me.
Well,
At
yeah, he was
Universal, I
shaking
feel
the
like
bridge.
at Universal, I feel like I could just reach out, like just pet him on his nose.
As somebody who used to have to drive through that attraction every morning, if he ate you, you would drop quite a bit, and it wouldn't be that. Well, you would have dropped quite a bit.
Remember that movie, The Wizard, where they run around in there?
Power Glove debuted in that.
Yeah.
Remember the
it's
movie
so
The
bad.
Wiz, which is totally unrelated?
Yeah.
Nope.
He's on down
The
the
biggest
road.
Santa hat that Todd's seen is the biggest Santa hat you've seen, the one that used to sit atop the MGM Studios water tower. Right?
No,
That
I'm
was-
sure Todd
that
will
was
have some
very,
smart
very,
aleck
very
comments.
large.
The one on the rocket
That's
rod.
the one I'm thinking of.
Yes, the one on Rocket Rods.
Is there anything else we wanted to cover today, Mike? Anything else you want to say? I know you're a little late. Do you want us to repeat everything? For you?
No, I think well, next week we'll show off the photos and video, because I have videos of all the shows I saw yesterday, but I didn't put them up yet, so you can't show them now. So
Yeah, we'll show it. It's
next
going to be
week.
pretty quiet in terms of actual news for the rest of the year, so we can do some fun stuff. Luke did a nice countdown of not countdown, but coasters he's looking forward to next year. Cool stuff like that. So, Rebecca, you want to take over for a sec?
Yeah, so I suspect we'll be able to do a lot more fun items like that, maybe more discussions of kind of some of our favorite things, maybe a look back at what were some of our highlights from the past year, along with what are the things that we're looking forward to coming in 2022. Yes, sir. Jeremiah.
So I have a question. For Destination D23 last week, I spent quite a bit of time with our good friend Lou Mangillo. And he was asking a question at one of the dinners that I thought was an amazing thing. What is your Disney Holy Grail souvenir fan thing that you want? Other than Shadow.
Let's see. Oh man, I'd have to think hard on that. So like something that's real world existence that I would want to own myself.
Yes.
So if I'm
And
the
it's
collector,
merchandise, or it has been sold, or
Yeah, not like you can't have, the Osborne Christmas lights, but like mine is the obelisk from Indiana Jones that they sold for $35 at the Indiana Jones event 25 years ago that I never bought.
I was just gonna say the fertility idol that they just sold on Shop Disney like a month ago, and I missed it.
Didn't know where you were going with that, Mike.
Jeremiah has it.
I want so they had this pin a long time ago of Press
Shut
Mickey.
up!
That wasn't for sale.
No, but that's still.
Who's talking? Oh, okay.
No, I was just trying to think. What's yours, Doobie? Do you have anything that you?
Nothing is coming to mind, which is surprising. I feel like, as long as I have you and Gideon, I have everything I've ever needed.
Oh, please. That's definitely lovely, but that's a cop out when it comes to answering this kind of question. I think for me, it would be one of the Terry Hardin sculpts that she did for the 40 Years of Adventure era. They were limited to, I want to say, they were a really low number edition, and beautifully done. She did a teacup, a carousel horse, a Mr. Toad cart, and a Peter Pan ride vehicle is my recollection. And one of those would be fantastic too. Those are ones where I remember being like, someday. I think they were selling for like 800 each, and because like I say, I want to say it was a limited edition of like 25 or something extremely low. And because I've been very fortunate that in other cases, things that I would have liked of that ilk, I either had the opportunity to purchase or was given. But
I got mine finally.
Okay, what's yours?
So this would take my life full circle. So when I first became a Disneyland fan, they had the Disney Gallery above Pirates. I was poor back then, unlike now where I'm very poor. They had this very cool picture.
But you're rich with love.
well, as long as I have Jeremiah and Mike, that's all I really need. But they had this painting that was always on display by Eric Robison, or Robeson, I believe, actually is better, of Provincial Belle. And I used to see this and go, I wish I could have this. It just was so beautiful to me. To be honest, I thought it was more beautiful then than I do now. No offense if you're watching now, Eric. But if you have one laying around, I'll take it. And I always wanted it. I think it was like $600 or something, which probably is like 3,000 now. And there was no way I'd ever have it. But if I had this, if I could look at this every time I walked into my home, it would just take me back to that era where my Disney love was just beginning and make me smile and cry all at the same time. And yes, I would say this is my item.
Oh, I have another one. I have another good one. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I went to this auction at the Van Eaton Galleries over here in Sherman Oaks probably 3 years ago or so. And it was after the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror had shut down at DCA. And they were selling the mail cabinet from the hotel lobby. Is that what that's called? Like when behind the check-in desk, they put in all the mail slots and everything.
Yeah.
And it would have been great because it could hold like a bunch of little knickknacks. And also it's this thing from the Tower of Terror that sat in the Disney park for a long time.
Mhm.
And the estimate was like $1,200, I think. And I was like, if I had that spare, I would buy it at the auction. But I think it ended up going for like $3,000. So it was the estimate was off a little bit. But I kind of wish I had bought that.
Yeah, if we included stuff like that, where it's stuff that was actually in the park that then got for sale, I think my list would be a lot bigger. I'd love a People Mover ride vehicle. Because that was my ride back in the day. A rocket rod would be great because then I could charge Todd Stone to come over and ride it, and that would be cool. So.
Doobie, I just sent you a picture on Slack. If you could put that up, I want to play a new game. This will be a game that I think we should start every week.
Okay. By the way, I also have a game I need to play. It's called I Need to Take the Bus Today.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a quick one. Before the picture goes up, this is something that they have for sale in the park. And guess how much this ornament is?
Oh, I love this game. I did this actually as one of our Disney Trivia Live contests.
Closest without going over.
Right.
Closest without going over.
Oh, then I'm going last.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll say $34.99.
I can't say.
Oh, because you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you and me, Mike. You and me.
Okay.
Closest without going over. I'm going 35 even.
Okay, Doobie, there is no prize. So what do you actually think it is?
I play to win. I never understood a Price is Right where the last person didn't always go 1 penny over, $1 over someone. How about, actually, I think it's less. I'm going to go $20.
No, it's a Radco.
Or
I'm going to go, you didn't say Radco. You didn't say Radco.
It's a Radco ornament.
I'm going to go $95.
99, and
99.
they just had them sitting out in the creation shop on a shelf.
Wow.
And I was walking by, I picked up, oh, look at this. And I look, it's like, nope, put it right back down.
And that's one of those things where a few years ago, when those Radco ornaments would come out, I would always be shocked at how expensive they were and equally shocked by how quickly they would fly off the shelf.
Yep. People love the Radco.
But it's like what very high-end craftsmanship. No, I mean,
my son giggling?
Oh yeah, is that a real laugh? But I don't think it's related. I think
No, I know. I just
yeah. But yeah, so it's a Radco ornament. So yeah, I was laughing because I saw people were guessing the price ranges that you guys were, and then I saw the price on it, and I was like, and then I saw the Radco. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Radco explains it all. That's always a big deal.
But I think that one's attractive. I think the Animal Kingdom one, we'll have to share that next week. I know you have to catch up because that one is just not attractive.
Buy the whole collection.
Yeah, no.
I like how I'm glad they've expanded. I'm used to their little figurines, like the little Marvel characters and stuff, but as ornaments, I think the Radcos look even better. I'll wait. You know, like that Jeremiah opens, but won't take him out the box.
The pops with the bobblehead, yes.
Yeah.
I knew where you're going. Mike is still trying to figure out And
I'm
Rebecca just is like, I
totally,
don't care.
yeah, that one is like joke me.
Sorry.
But
I'm
when-
confusing Radco and Funko.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Time for you to go catch your bus.
Good night, Doobie.
We're gonna. Are you gonna keep going, or should I sign this off?
No. We're good. We've talked about everything we need to talk about, but I do like this idea of sharing stuff at the end. Like,
I love this.
We'll have to pose a question. Jeremiah will be responsible for getting us all a question, like Friday, so that we can come on Monday with the answer.
That is. That's sorry, I heard Gideon again. There is nothing wrong with that. It makes me so happy.
It's Minecraft, but happening in the other room.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Thank you very much for joining us. Happy Hanukkah. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks, Mike, for making it home safely. Thanks, Jeremiah, for being in sepia. Thanks, Rebecca, for just being you. And thanks, Doobie. I don't know. See you later.